Roll over to all fours for the all four sequence. Let the blocks to one side and come to all fours. It's important to really spread the fingers out, feeling supported by the hands firmly pressing into the mat. Do not overarch your back. Take your navel into the spine, supporting the back and taking the bump in. The knees should be hip width apart. We are first going to work with the hip joints, loosening the hip joints, taking the left leg up and making small circles, about 4 of them, into one direction. And you can choose to make small circles or wider circles. You'll see it's an effective exercise for the glute as well. And then changing direction the other way. Make sure your bump is in, you hug your bump in so that the lower back is supported. And release the knee and change leg. If you feel too much pressure on the wrist, just sit back for a moment. Otherwise, take your hands slightly forward. Now keep picking up the right leg up and starting with small circles on the right side into one direction, about 4 of them. Good. And change direction. Again, hug your bump in, support the lower back. One more. Well done. And then sitting back for a moment on the knees, releasing the wrists of the pressure. Taking a moment to rest. Coming back to all fours. We're going to move forward and back about 4 times. Over, not too low. Working the wrists and the shoulders and sitting back. And again, once more and sitting back. This will help stretch the lower back. Lovely. And then simple cat stretches. Inhaling here. On the exhale, releasing the head as you point the middle of the back towards the ceiling, stretching the spine. Inhale, reverse and look up. Exhale, stretch lower back, release the head. Inhale, come back to neutral and look up. Exhale, round the back and stretch. Inhale, come back to neutral and look up once more. Exhale, stretch round the back. Inhale, neutral. And continue with a mix of the previous exercise. Rolling forward. Exhale, round the back and sit back. Nice stretch for the lower back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sit back and round. So this is a hybrid of the 2 previous exercises. And again. And coming back to neutral. And sitting back on the heels. Rounding the hips. All around. So this will help to move the hip joints around, keeping the pelvis really mobile, doing 4 movements on one side. And then taking the other side. Rounding all around, working the wrist and the shoulders at the same time. Moving all around. And then taking some rest. You can come onto the elbows, making 2 fists. And rest with the head down, sitting back on your heels, making sure your knees are wide apart to let some room for your bump. And if this is not too comfortable, just try the other position. Forearm on top of each other, forehead onto the forearms. Whatever suits you best. Taking a few breaths here. Perhaps noticing the pace of your breath. Notice if the breath is still a bit hurried, which means that you should be resting. And then taking the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing up